Good afternoon, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. Today, we're going to be talking about all of the news that I missed in the morning video due to emergency maintenance. We're also going to be talking about the new banners specifically for Louelle, whether I think they're worth it or not, and why I personally believe they are going to be great if we have these banners going forward. Let's go ahead and dig in. All right, couple things to note. First off, that was kind of in the messages and in the notices this morning, but it wasn't really clear what they were going to be. We are going to have a limited equipment training support campaign daily mission, and these are crazy, everybody. Make sure you're doing these. You can literally get 50 attack seals. You can get 100 water mega crysts, 100 earth mega crysts. You know, these are items that are like, you might not need them right now, but when you're trying to craft something important down the line, this is going to be critical to have. So make sure you're doing that. Also, make sure you check out all of the event missions. The event missions are where you're going to get Silma for free. So you can see here, I did the first one, so I'm going to claim it. And we are going to get our wonderful innocent Scarlet Breeze Silma. So I know chat would probably be going all over that for her any moment. We did get a challenge board as well. Little disappointed with the challenge board for Silma. We do only have 3 Rainbow Blossoms of Paradise, which I wish it was like 6, since she is a free unit being given to everybody. I mean, I guess beggars can't be choosers, but it's just something that was kind of on my mind. One thing to note too is you could just level her up to level 100, and you could just take the Blossoms of Paradise and use them on another unit. That's an option as well. We did also get a Louelle challenge board, and we did get an Encounter of Heroes release celebration training board as well. In terms of kind of the main menu, that's kind of the big thing right now. You could change your Chocobo expedition so that you do get Louelle shards. So we'll go into it here. Oh my God, I always like lose track of where I have to go to to do this, and I'm pretty sure Louelle is in the Putrid Mire right here. Plug that in. We'll head out. You always gotta sit through that animation. So now we got the Putrid Mire going. We're gonna get those Louelle shards. Coming over here to the shop, we do have some important changes that happened to the shop, which you should know about. We got the Mindsphere upgrade, and we also got the batch purchase upgrade. We also have the 8 million download shop. The batch purchase upgrade, if you have fat fingers like me, it's going to be the worst thing in the world for you, because if you're on your phone early in the morning and you're like, oh, I can batch purchase, and then you're like, oh God, I can't hit it, right? You're going to keep going like, oh God, right? Like, you're just going to keep doing this over and over again until you just surrender and you start purchasing single like you used to back in the day. If you're on your emulator though, or you have skinny fingers, you know, I'm not judging you, but batch purchase is kind of a nice feature. Whether or not it was necessary, I don't really know. We do have some great stuff in the 8 million download shop. Make sure you get your boatload of skip tickets that are purchasable with Gil, and you can buy like 7 or 8 of them. You can also get the MR plus guaranteed unit summon tickets, which if you guys do want to see polls, because I haven't pulled through Louelle yet because of the extended maintenance, I will be pulling later today, probably around 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. Into the Mog shop we go now. We do have the Ancient Tome of Leonis Metals. Make sure you grab the Blossom of Paradise here. Other than that, you do want to buy all of these Scholars Memories, even if you're not going to level Louelle. Their Scholar is going to be a job that's going to come out on other units later. You might as well get them now, just save you the trouble. Of course, purchase your Gil Snappers daily. Other than that, we got the May Summon Metals B, not too big of a deal. Make sure you cash out your near metals. Let's talk about the Soul Metal shop. Soul Metal shop, I am not convinced yet that I'm very happy about this implementation. We'll have to see. It probably deserves its own separate video, but basically you have double cost Mind Spheres and you have single cost Mind Spheres, and then the cost does go up for every 50 that you purchase, and it goes up by 1. So again, not the craziest. The last 150 that you could purchase would be double the cost of the original, essentially. So it's one of those things where, like, I'm a pretty heavy Kraken, and I have 11,966 of these suckers. It's a nice, I guess, like cream on top, right? It's like a nice cherry on top, but I'm still like, I'm gonna be wasting these suckers like all the time, right? And if you also look at the comparison of purchasing shards, right? So like I could buy 10 shards for 50, right? So that would be about 5 per shard. So that's about accurate, right? 5 per shard, that kind of lines up with the Mindsphere. But then you get into the adjusted cost and it just kind of spirals out of control. So anyway, it is nice to have something to spend soul medals on, but I just kind of wish maybe there was a different system, or maybe it was a little more generous, right? But again, it's a cherry on top, so it is pretty hard right now to complain. Lastly, let's talk about the Farplane and talk about what's going on in there, and then we'll talk about the summons. Make sure that you are doing the mission for the Book of Leonis to get all of the Silma shards. And then also the secret book reward quest is new, so make sure you do all the multis and all the individuals just to get all the bonus books that is going to be offering. Important note too on the Ancient Tome of Leonis missions, because you have to run all of them so often, you can now use skip tickets on these. So like I was just going like, oh yeah, I'll just pop my 3 skip tickets, get my 3 wins out of the way, right? So that I don't have to farm them on repeat to get all the mission objectives, which is really nice. It is so nice that I don't have to like farm each one manually and like babysit it every single time. I can just go boom, 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 boom through the story, and then I can skip ticket my way through that. Now, let's talk about the summons, and let's talk about the new banners that we've gotten. Because there's some people who think this is crazy. There are other people who think this is a bad deal. And I think this is great for a variety of reasons, all right? So first off, let's talk about the 6K paid step up. You get 400 Louelle shards guaranteed, and you get a Louelle at the end with a rainbow broadstone. I'm actually a huge fan of this. I think it is great for players who want to grab this unit, and I would love it if they did something like this every single time, right? Like if you consider the fact that we're getting 400 shards from this banner, right? This is probably a better banner than the medals that we got previously, right? So if we just do, 400 shards divided by 5, so that's 80 times 250, right? That's the average Vizier price. This is essentially saying we are going to give you 20,000 Vizier worth of upgrading materials for Louelle if you pull on this banner. So if you think about your account in a wide scope, right? This banner is a no-brainer, right? This is very similar to the spring medals that we got previously, right? Like it's still a really good banner to pull on. And of course, King Mont is going to be on it as well. Of course, he is at his reduced rate, which is, a bummer, but it is going to be what it's going to be. And then we have the 9 step up. And now a lot of people are upset about this 9 step up. And I actually think that's the wrong position to take. A lot of people are upset that step 2 and step 8 are no longer free, or step 3 and step 7. But here's what you have to think about, is that you're getting 3 Blossoms of Paradise, right? This is free Vizier, and you're getting a UR guaranteed unit at the end. You're getting 300 branded tablets, 300 Alcris, 300 prisms, right? And you're getting 80, 40, 80, 120, 160, 220, 300, 380 shards worth. So you're getting that almost 20,000 Vizier value. Granted, if you have rain leveled, it might not be as valuable. That's still pretty good. For 18K, you're getting that rainbow broadstone, right? You're getting the guaranteed UR unit, and it's free Vizier. So if they did this for every single banner for units, like, people would be so happy. Now, I don't think this is going to be the new standard going forward. I do think this might be a little bit of a bait banner, right? I do think that there is an element of like, they want you to spend because Black Rose Helena is going to be coming out potentially in the future. But I actually just really love the setup of this banner. And I think this banner is great. Like, I think it's just like, there's no way around it, right? Like, no matter how you try and sell it, like to have access to a guaranteed UR featured unit with free Visior and paid Visior for that matter, right, on the other banner, is just crazy. It's crazy good. And, you know, you don't have to try and pity it. You don't have to try and pull on the other banner. Like, it's guaranteeing you at most an 18K cost UR unit, whereas almost every other UR unit that you would pity would be 40,000 Visior, right? If you had to pity it. So I think it's, you know, 100% go for it, you know, why not? I don't understand why people are upset about this or why people are raging about it. It's great for free to play. It's great for paying players, right? It's just great all around, in my opinion. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you do want to support me, make sure you go to dig.gs/coins. And as always, everyone, have a great rest of your day.